Join me on a journey to embrace your Kavela life. And slowly extend the arms forward, coming into your extended child's pose. And spread those fingers, open the palms, take the knees as wide as you need to. Just feel comfortable here. And just noticing how the body's feeling. If you're feeling any tension, resistance, tightness anywhere. Maybe gently start to shift the hips from side to side. And then come back to center. And maybe bring some movement into the neck, the head, just gently turning the head. Just loosening up here a little bit. And then coming back to center. Feel the spine lengthening here, forehead touching, tailbone drawing towards the ground. Inhale. From here, let's float up to our tabletop. And get your alignment, stacking the shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. Let's just gently move through some cat-cows here. So tucking the toes, gaze up. Exhale round. Inhale. Exhale round. Inhale. And exhale. And come back to that neutral spine. Let's come into our melting heart and start with our upper body. So keeping the hips stacked over the knees, start to walk the palms forward. And when you can't walk them any further, settle in here slowly. Start to lower the heart down to the ground. Feel the opening in the shoulders, the arms, the upper back. Maybe the forehead rests here. Or if you're really open, keep your gaze towards the top of your mat, lowering your chin. Search for that edge. When you find that edge, that point of resistance, tension, but never pain, just hold and breathe. Gently, slowly lower the chest a little more with each exhale. Or not, maybe just holding where you're at. Always listen to your body. And taking one more deep inhale here. Exhale, let it go. Let's slowly float out of this posture, lowering the elbows, the forearms, slide right onto the belly. And taking a little neck stretch here, allow the arms to come alongside the body, palms facing up, turn the head to the right, ground that left ear. And let the legs totally relax. Let the entire body just melt into the earth. And gently bring the head back to center and just take it to the opposite side. This time that right ear is going to ground. Again, check in, make sure the shoulders just settle back down to the ground. So, to bring that head back and slide the arms overhead, palms facing down, and just let that forehead touch for a moment here. And slowly we're going to come into our Sphinx pose. When you're ready, just walk those forearms in, walking the elbows underneath the shoulders, creating that little foundation, that base, and take the legs about that's width. Relax the feet, so shifting your awareness to the lower back. Make sure you're keeping the neck nice and long. Don't lift the chin up to the sky. Draw the shoulders down, away from the ears. Try to take all the weight out of the arms. And close the eyes, keep the gaze straight ahead. Relax the legs. Try to let go of any intensity, just relax here. Puff the chest forward and lift through the crown. holding here. Or if you'd like to move more into the upper back, the mid back, start to slowly make your way into seal pose, floating the elbows, the forearms up off the ground. Check in, make sure the shoulders didn't scrunch up, draw those shoulders down. Relax the glutes. Stay connected to your breath. Seal pose. Slowly, let's make our way out, lowering the forearms, the elbows, come back down to Sphinx pose. Lower the chest all the way down. Let's stack those forearms, rest the forehead on the wrists. We're gonna come into like a half frog pose. So taking that right leg first, bend the knee, slide that right leg out. And just coming into a little hip opener here. Maybe peek, making sure the heel's in alignment with the knee. So maybe you feel a lot going on here, or maybe nothing at all. So just take that in, just allow yourself to relax and just breathe. Taking one more deep inhale here. Exhale, let it go. And let's switch sides. So sliding that right leg back onto your mat. And bending the left knee this time. Opening up that left hip. Maybe peek back, align that ankle with the knee. And rest the forehead. Taking one more deep inhale here. Exhale, let it go. And slowly bring that left leg back in. And slide the palms outside the chest, elbows to the sky. Press into those palms. Pass through your tabletop. And let the hips come all the way back to the heels, back to your child's pose. Stretch it out. And stretch out that lower back, the hips. Inhale, let's float up to our tabletop. And find your plank pose. Option to float through a chaturanga. We're just going to make our way to our downward facing dog. You can skip the chaturanga and just go right to down dog. And take whatever movements you need here in your down dog. Maybe shake out, move those hips, knees. And then find stillness, floating that right leg up to the sky. Bend the knees, stack the hip, open it up. And right leg, right foot, knee comes into the chest, stepping through for a low lunge. So you can either come into dragon, or if you want to go right into lizard pose. So most of you have been practicing a while, so just do whatever you feel like you need today. You can just stay right in dragon or go right into lizard pose. If you're coming into lizard, just take your lizard wherever feels good. It's all about the hips here. Just wherever you are, stay nice and connected to your breath. Allow the breath to lead you deeper into the pose in your own time. If you're in lizard and you want to come into a twisted lizard, ground that left forearm, start to turn the torso into that right thigh. So this is optional. You don't have to come into a twist, but sometimes it feels good just to add a little twist. Sometimes it's just what the body needs. Maybe float that arm up or keep it grounded. Maybe wrap it around, opening the chest to the sky. And just see how your body feels. If you're in the twist, when you're ready, just make your way back to center. Come back up onto the palms. Let's walk that right foot in, back to center, and shifting the hips back, take a little counter stretch, coming into our forward fold half split. Think about squaring those hips, gently flexing the foot, and let that chest drop. And then let's release, come back to the top of your mat. So we're gonna come into our quad stretch. So if anybody can't, this doesn't work for you, take the modification. So the quad stretch, you're gonna shift the hips back, folding over that leg. So you can stay here for a while. So you have the option of doing that. Or come all the way down, you can stay here. Let that left heel come outside the left hip. So if you totally want to, if the knees are sensitive, just lay on the belly. You're gonna lay on the belly and then bend the left knee and draw that left heel to the left glute. So that's exactly the same thing, less stress on the knee. So if you're coming into this quad stretch, so take steps here, maybe bring the palms behind you first. And just check in with that quad. If not too much is going on, maybe go a little deeper. Coming down onto the forearms. And just see here, make sure that left knee is not flying up off the mat. If it is, then just stay right here or move back to the palms. And then if you feel pretty good, make your way all the way down. It should get pretty intense here. Maybe float the arms overhead. And just breathe. Push the breath into that resistance. Help your body to relax with the breath. Taking one more deep inhale wherever you are. Exhale, let it go. If you're on your back, let's slowly make our way out the same way we came in. So coming up onto the forearms first. And slowly coming back onto the palms. Shift that left heel underneath the left hip. Bend the right knee. Walk those palms forward. Coming back to low lunge, left leg slides back. And tuck the left toes. Option here to come to a three-legged dog, stretching that right leg up to the sky. And flow through your chaturanga or right to down dog. Exhale, down dog. And find stillness here or shake it out. Right into that other side. So left leg's gonna float up this time, three-legged dog. Bend the knees, stack the hip. Left knee floats into the chest. Step through for dragon or right into your lizard pose. Coming into lizard, walk that left foot out. Slide that right leg behind you, lowering the hips closer to the ground. Just kind of repeating what you did on the opposite side. Balancing the body here. Opening up that left hip. Don't hold the breath, stay with the breath. Maybe go for that twist when you're ready. If you did on the other side and it felt good. Opening. That chest to the sky. Maybe wrap that arm around the lower back. push the breath to the hips. And then when you're ready, just if you're in that twist, make your way back to center. Taking a couple of moments here just to recenter, maybe go a little deeper, lowering that chest closer to the ground. And then slowly start to make your way back, coming back up onto the palms. Let's walk that left foot in. And just coming into our counter stretch. Shift those hips back, fold over that left leg. Let the chest drop. Gently flex that left foot. Square those hips. And let's release. Let's come back to the top of our mat. So just preparing to come into our quad stretch. So you might want to kind of come towards the top of your mat if you're coming to lie on your back, or if you did take the modification, go ahead and do that. Just this time laying on your belly, bending the right knee, right ankle to that right glute. So slowly shifting back into that forward fold first. And you can totally stay here if this feels good. Or make your way down to the ground. And let's slide that right heel outside the right hip. Maybe shift forward. Take the palms behind you. And let's lower down onto the forearms and just check in, make sure that's okay with that right quad, the right knee. And then if you can take it all the way down, go for it. Listening to your body, just doing what feels right for you. No judgment, no expectation in yoga. Just wherever you are is where you're meant to be. Be patient with your body. Just stay with that breath. Taking one more deep inhale here. Exhale, let it go. And slowly, if you're all the way down on your back, let's slowly start to make our way back up onto the forearms, nice and slow. Back up onto the palms. Shift that right heel under the right hip. Bend the left knee, grounding that left foot. Walk those palms forward. Extend that right leg back. Coming back to your low lunge. Back to center. And tuck the right toes. Option to come back to your three-legged dog. Float that left leg up to the sky. Extend it up. And taking our last high plank and chaturanga here, or right to down dog. Inhale. Exhale, roll through the feet. Let's take a nice deep inhale through the nose in our down dog. Exhale, let it go. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Walking the feet towards the hands. And slowly lower all the way down, coming to a seated position. And from here, let's turn to the long side of your mat, coming into straddle. Sitting up nice and tall. Sits bones are grounding here. We're going to come into our dragonfly. So let's flex the feet, point the toes a couple of times. Try to relax through the upper body. From here, taking the palms center or onto the legs, we're going to slowly start to lower the chest. If you want to come into your dragonfly, so taking those palms down the legs, flex the feet, and making that hand to toe connection. Lower that chest, maybe shift your gaze ahead. Imagining your arms, your legs are the wings of the dragonfly. Nice flat back here. Stay connected to your breath. Nice, beautiful. Slowly start to walk those palms in back to center. Let's inhale, float those arms up. Exhale, coming into a lateral stretch, take it over towards that right foot. Feel that left hip ground. Inhale, come back to center. Let's go over to the left side. This time that right hip grounds. Open your chest, try not to cave in. Open up. Inhale, come back to center. Big inhale up. Exhale, let it go. Inhale. Exhale. Let's bring those legs back to the top of our mat. Bending the knees. Reach the arms forward, palms open to the sky. Exhale, slowly roll all the way down. And once you get down there, allow those knees to just float right into the chest. Give yourself a hug here. And release the head, the shoulders. Take those palms onto the knees and just circle around, massaging the lower back, the hips. And reverse it. Come back to center. Let's extend that left leg out and let it ground. Draw that right knee in towards the chest. And keep those shoulders grounded. And take that right knee across over to the left side. Extend the right arm out. Just coming into a little twist here. Gaze over to that right palm. Keeping the right shoulder grounded. Inhale back to center. Float that left knee in. Let's switch sides. So right leg's going to extend. Draw that left knee in. Hug it in nice and close. And then draw that left knee over to the right side. Extend the left arm out. Feel that twist. Let that left knee draw closer to the ground. Come back to center. Let both knees come back in. Let's extend those legs up to the sky. Let the arms come alongside the body for support. And just point and flex the feet here. Close the eyes. Start to feel those shoulders ground. The back, the hips. Relax the face, the jaw, the brow. Keep pointing and flexing here. Let those knees bend. Let's come into our happy baby. Flex the soles of the feet. And rock from side to side. Or extend through those knees. And bring the soles together. Release that yogi toe grip. Float the arms up overhead. Coming in for Supta Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. Feeling really open here, centered. And whenever you're ready, just go right into Shavasana, extending the legs, opening the arms. Finding stillness here in the body and mind.
Feel free to stay in your Shavasana as long as you'd like, gaining all the wonderful benefits it provides. If you'd like to join me in closing out your practice, slowly start to bring your awareness back. Bring some movement into the toes, the fingers, the hands, the feet. Inhale, float the arms up overhead. Bend the knees. And gently just roll onto your side, taking some breaths here. Slowly, when you're ready, just make your way back to a comfortable seated position. Roll the shoulders back, sitting up nice and tall. Closing out our practice with 3 cleansing breaths. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Exhale, let it go. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Thank you so much for practicing with me, and thank yourself for your beautiful practice and taking time for yourself, your health, your well-being. As you go through the rest of your day and the days ahead, continue to make those positive and healthy decisions, always being good to yourself, kind, gentle, patient, respectful, and knowing you're fine just the way you are. May there always be peace in your heart, peace in your words, and peace in your mind. Have a beautiful rest of the day. Namaste.
I hope you enjoyed your journey today. If you would like to see new classes, please remember to subscribe, like, visit our website at kavelalife.com, become a member on our Patreon account. By becoming a member, it allows us to create new classes. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Kavela Life. Thank you so much